Get more. You'll love the deals. You'll love Burlington. Wow.
In a world premiere exhibition, explore hundreds of rare artifacts that tell the compelling stories of World War II.
This exhibit was fascinating.
Educational and entertaining for all of us.
Secrets of World War II. Closing October 9th at the Reagan Library.
This is Eyewitness News with live breaking news.
I'm Philip Palmer along with Giovanna Lara, and we are starting Eyewitness News at 11 a.m. with breaking news out of Santa Clarita. Scott Reif is in Air 7 HD with the discovery of a body. Scott.
Yeah, Philip and Giovanna, disturbing discovery here about 10 o'clock this morning. This is a public drop-off, a clothing box, a collection box. We understand that a body of a woman was found inside one of those boxes just before 10 o'clock this morning here behind the CVS in Santa Clarita at Orchard Village Road and Lyons Avenue. Now, it's unclear exactly how that body was discovered. The red vehicle you see there may have been someone dropping something off in that clothing box. We just don't know at this point in time. But LA County Sheriff's homicide detectives are investigating. But certainly shut down the rear portion of the CVS. The main entrance is open. You can still come here. But there'll be a long-playing investigation looking into this. But very disturbing. A body of a woman found inside that box. Philip, Giovanna?
Okay, Scott, thank you very much. It was the worst possible outcome after a family of 4 was kidnapped in Merced County earlier this week. All 4 members have been found dead.
Eyewitness News reporter Tony Cabrera is live in the newsroom and joins us with up-to-the-minute details on this investigation. Tony.
Philip, Giovanna, right now investigators are still trying to figure out a motive for the man who was taken into custody. They're also trying to determine if he had someone help him carry out the crime. Surveillance video from Monday shows the suspect, 48-year-old Manuel Salgado, with a gun, escorting the family from their business to the back of a truck. This is the last time the family was seen alive. Their bodies later discovered by a farm worker. 36-year-old Jasdeep Singh, his 27-year-old wife, Jasleen Kaur, their 8-month-old daughter, Arohi, and the baby's uncle, Amandeep Singh, were first reported missing Monday after the uncle's truck was found on fire and relatives couldn't reach anybody. The Merced County Sheriff says that Salgado's own family turned him in, but that he tried to take his own life before law enforcement got involved. He's been getting medical treatment, which is why it's taken time to interview him. We're told he has a criminal history, including a home invasion from 2005. The sheriff thinks this was not random and that the suspect somehow knew the family by the way things went down. He thinks Salgado is responsible for a majority of the crime, but can't fathom how he was able to do it all by himself.
I believe that he had somebody else with him, and at least helping him do some of the things. As far as the homicide itself, we're going to let the evidence take us where it needs to take us, and as soon as we find out any different, but we're working the case, and we do believe that there was at least an accomplice to help with some of the things that had gone on during this event.
The sheriff is not holding back his emotions either, saying the suspect has a special place in hell. He says they will define evil by this guy. While investigators work towards a motive, the district attorney's office will work on charges. Live in the newsroom, Tony Cabrera, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Tony, thank you. Jury deliberations continue today in the Kristen Smart murder trial. 2 separate juries are now deciding the fates of the father and son accused in her death. Paul Flores is accused of killing the college student after a party in San Luis Obispo in 1996. His father, Ruben, is accused of helping him hide her body, which has never been found. While the 2 are being tried together, they each have separate juries that will hand down separate verdicts.
Meantime, jury deliberations continue in the trial of a former UCLA gynecologist accused of sexually abusing several patients. The case against James Heaps went to the jury yesterday. He faces 21 counts of sexual abuse between 2009 and 2018. If convicted of all charges, he could get more than 67 years in prison. He has pleaded not guilty. The LA City Council's Public Safety Committee will hold a special meeting on street takeovers today. They are dangerous, but we usually see them a couple of times a week across Southern California. The committee will talk about a potential multi-year plan to mitigate the overnight stunts.
For the first time in more than a month, gas prices remain steady overnight. The average price of a gallon of gas in LA County is $6.49. That's the same as yesterday. Orange County actually saw a 2-cent drop, and in San Bernardino County, the average is $6.37. There are concerns gas prices will start rising again after OPEC announced it is cutting oil production next month. That is not confirmed, but analysts say OPEC's decision could cause a domino effect. Retailers who pay more for shipping could pass on the cost to consumers, and broader inflation could affect interest rates. President Biden says the timing of OPEC's decision is not a coincidence, but a ploy from the leaders of Russia and Saudi Arabia. And a new tweet from Governor Newsom this morning, who's also expressing his criticism of oil companies, saying they are ripping us off. Newsom is now calling for a new tax on oil companies that he says would put money back in our pockets. Starting tomorrow, Californians could begin to receive up to $1,500 in gas relief money.
Let's take a look at Wall Street, and just for the briefest of moments, maybe we'll call it fool's gold. You see that little speck of green there? A bit of a seesaw this morning. You see that the Dow, though, has spent the majority of the day in negative territory, currently down 269 points to stand at 30,003. Wall Street started the week on a high note, its biggest two-day rally since 2020. Stocks fought to keep the winning streak going yesterday, but ultimately fell short. Investors are continuing to monitor data to see if inflation's cooling off or if the Federal Reserve's rate hikes are pushing the U.S. closer to a recession.
A nice start to this Thursday. Cooler temperatures. We've got Brianna looking at our forecast. Brianna.
Yeah. Some of these spots you can see still cloudy over California Adventure, so it's feeling really nice there, just about 71 degrees right now. And then as we take you over to downtown LA, you can see some of that marine layer. It did move all the way here this morning as well, even into some of the valleys. That's starting to dissipate now, so it's just looking a little hazy out there, but temperatures really nice in all those areas where we saw that marine layer that moved inland, and you still see all that cloud coverage there off the coast that's moved in. Still cool and cloudy out into Oxnard. It is 65 degrees there, 69 over in Ontario, and then we have some mid-70s over into Covina right now. But as we head into tomorrow and Saturday, we're talking much warmer temperatures. We'll be talking about that coming up, guys. I'll send it back to you.
All right, Brianna, thank you. In Washington, D.C., a large rally is taking place today in front of Congress following a DACA Fifth Circuit Court ruling.
Congress, stop with the excuses. The time to act is now. Can we put aside the unnecessary hardship and injustice?
Yesterday, the case was sent back to the lower court to decide the legality of a new rule fortifying the program. In August, the Biden administration finalized a rule to transform the policy into federal regulation. The policy has allowed hundreds of thousands of unauthorized immigrants to live and work in the country legally without fear of deportation.